What would you do if you were starving, cold, surrounded by predators, and a wild animal walked toward your fire, not to attack, not to steal, but to place its baby at your feet, a tiny life, weak, bleeding, barely breathing? Would you move closer, or would you freeze? Because for most of human history, this moment should never happen. To an ancient human, a wild animal was not a cute video. It was danger. It was teeth in the grass, eyes in the dark, a shadow near the cave mouth. For hundreds of thousands of years, our ancestors survived by fearing animals, and animals survived by fearing us. So the simple answer sounds obvious. Animals bring their babies to humans because they trust us. But that answer is too easy. And it is not deep enough, because trust is not the beginning of this story. Fear is. The deeper truth is that this behavior may be one of the strangest survival bargains on Earth. A bargain shaped by memory, pain, hunger, evolution, and the weird role humans began to play in the lives of other creatures. Imagine an ancient river, long before cities, long before boats had engines, long before anyone filmed anything. A small band of humans rests near the bank. They have fire, stone blades, sharp eyes, and nervous hands. Across the water, a mother animal watches them. Maybe a deer, maybe a wolf, maybe a wild dog that is not yet a dog. Her baby is trapped, a leg caught under fallen branches, a wound starting to rot, predators nearby. She cannot cut, she cannot untie, she cannot lift the branch, but the strange upright apes can. They use hands like tools, they break wood, they move stone, they open things, they close wounds, they do what other animals cannot do. So the mother faces an impossible choice: stay away and lose the baby, or approach the most dangerous creature in the valley. That is the real beginning. Not love, not magic. A survival gamble. Now here is the false answer. Animals know humans are kind. That sounds nice. But nature does not run on nice. Nature runs on evidence. Again and again and again. A creature learns one thing. This human did not attack. This human moved slowly. This human left food. This human pulled the thorn out. This human cut the line. This human opened the trap. This human did the impossible thing. Then the brain makes a new category. Not predator, not prey, not family, something else. A dangerous helper. And that category may be ancient, because humans have always been confusing to animals. We are predators, but we also share food. We kill, but we rescue. We invade habitats, but we also heal wounds. We are loud, but we can be gentle. We are the nightmare at the edge of the forest, and sometimes the only chance a dying baby has. That contradiction is what animals seem to notice. A mother cat bringing kittens to a human porch looks modern, but the instinct behind it is old. A mother checks the world. She maps safety. She remembers smells. She remembers voices. She remembers movement. The loud man is danger. The calm woman is safe. The child who throws rocks is danger. The old person who leaves scraps is safe. This is not random. This is survival math. Ancient humans did the same thing. One valley was safe. One cave was cursed. One herd was too strong. One tree had fruit. One tribe shared fire. One tribe stole children. Memory was life. Forget the wrong thing, and you died. Animals are also doing that math. A stray cat does not bring kittens to humanity. She brings them to one tested human. The one who passed the quiet trial. The one who became part of the safe map. That same pattern reaches far beyond cats. Think about dolphins. A mother dolphin with a calf tangled in fishing line faces a problem her body was not built to solve. She can push, she can circle, she can call, but she cannot untie a knot. She cannot cut nylon. She cannot hold a blade. Then a boat appears. To us, it is just a boat. To the dolphin, it may be a strange floating animal, a noisy shell full of apes with hands. And over generations, dolphins have seen something. Sometimes humans harm, but sometimes humans help. Sometimes the line disappears after the ape leans over. Sometimes the calf swims free. That lesson matters because dolphins are not simple creatures reacting blindly. They live in societies. They cooperate. They babysit. They protect injured members. They understand help as a social action. So when they approach humans, it may not be simple trust. It may be problem solving. That creature can do what I cannot. Bring the baby closer. Wait, watch, risk everything. Now, peel another layer. Why would this work across so many animals? Cats, dogs, birds, dolphins, elephants, primates, even wild species near humans. The answer may sit inside a very old survival rule. Social animals survive by knowing who can help. An ancient human child did not survive alone. A mother was not enough. The whole group mattered. Aunts, grandparents, older siblings, hunters, gatherers, watchers by the fire. Human babies are weak for a long time. So our species evolved around shared care. Not just mother and child, but tribe and child. That made us extremely sensitive to distress. A cry cuts through us. A small face pulls attention. A wounded young animal triggers something we do not always choose. We look. We move closer. We help. Sometimes even when it makes no logical sense. This may be one of the reasons animals gamble on us, because humans respond to baby distress in a way most predators do not. A lion sees a weak baby animal and sees food. A crocodile sees movement. A wolf may see opportunity. But a human often sees a problem. A trapped paw, a bleeding wing, a body too cold, a mouth too dry. Then the human does the strange human thing. It helps. To an animal watching from the edge of the trees, that is not kindness as an idea. It is evidence. Evidence becomes memory. Memory becomes prediction. Prediction becomes trust. And trust becomes action. This is why birds are so important to the story. Crows and magpies watch humans like tiny black-eyed historians. They remember faces. They remember danger. They remember gifts. They remember threats. In an ancient camp, birds would have watched everything. Who threw bones? Who left scraps? Who struck with stones? Who ignored them? Who protected a fallen chick? A crow does not need to understand human morality. It only needs to understand patterns. That face means death. That face means food. That face means help. And if one generation learns it, the next generation may learn it too. Young birds watch older birds. Young mammals watch mothers. Fear can be taught, but safety can also be taught. That is huge, because it means some animals may not be trusting a human from one experience. They may be inheriting a social warning in reverse. Do not fear that one. That one is useful. Now move back into deep time. At the edge of the Ice Age, a wolf begins circling human camps. Not too close, not too far. The humans throw bones. The wolf learns. The humans are dangerous, but their leftovers are valuable. The calmer wolves survive better near the camp. The less fearful ones eat more. Their pups grow stronger. Generation after generation, the distance shrinks. This is one of the ancient roads that leads to dogs, and dogs may be the clearest example of the baby trust pattern. A mother dog brings puppies to her human because the human is not outside the pack. The human is part of the survival system, a strange pack member, a tall pack member, a pack member with fire and doors and medicine, but still a pack member. This did not happen overnight. It was carved into behavior through thousands of years of shared survival. Dogs guarded camps. Humans gave food. Dogs warned of danger. Humans protected pups. Both species changed, so when a dog places her puppies near human hands, it feels emotional, but it is also evolutionary. It is the old agreement still speaking. You help my young, I stay near your fire. But what about elephants? Here the story becomes almost sacred. An elephant mother is not careless. She is not weak-minded. She lives inside a world of memory. Herds remember roots, waterholes, deaths, human voices, human cruelty, human mercy. An injured calf is not just one baby. It is part of the herd's future, a link in a chain of mothers and daughters. So when elephants approach caretakers or rangers with a calf, the act carries weight. They are not choosing humans in general. They are choosing known humans, the calm ones, the familiar ones, the ones who did not bring bullets, the ones who brought relief. For an ancient human, meeting an elephant would have meant awe and terror, a mountain that breathes, a wall of muscle, a memory with tusks, and yet even such animals can build a case file on a human. This person helped before. This person did not harm. This person may help again. That is not blind trust. That is intelligence under pressure. Now comes the darker layer. Sometimes it may not be trust at all. Sometimes it is desperation. A den floods. A nest falls. A calf is trapped. A mother is exhausted. Predators are close. The baby is fading. The animal's world narrows. Every option is bad. Run and the baby dies. Stay and the predator comes. Approach the human and maybe death comes faster. But maybe not. Ancient survival often comes down to choosing the least deadly path. Our ancestors did this constantly. Cross the frozen river or starve. Enter the cave or freeze. Fight the predator or lose the child. Animals do the same. So when a mother animal approaches a human, she may not be thinking, this creature is good. She may be thinking, every other choice is worse. That makes the moment even more powerful, because it means humans have become a strange emergency option in the minds of other species. Not safe, but possible. Not harmless, but useful. Not trusted completely, but trusted enough. And enough is sometimes the difference between life and death. Now think about smell. Ancient humans lived in a world of scent. Smoke in hair, blood on hands, meat on skin, plants crushed underfoot. Animals read that world better than we ever could. To a mammal, one human is not just a shape. One human is a scent history. This one smells like food. This one smells like dogs. This one smells like fear. This one smells like the place where wounds stopped hurting. Specific scent can become specific memory. So a fox, a cat, a dog, a primate, even a large herbivore, may remember a particular human not as an idea, but as a living scent marker, safe enough. Return if needed. This is how prehistoric landscapes worked. Everything left signs, tracks, ash, bones, calls, scent. Nothing was neutral. Everything meant something. Humans became part of that sign system. A dangerous sign. A useful sign. A sign that sometimes meant rescue. Primates make the mirror even sharper because they are close to us. They understand social roles. They understand caretakers. They understand rank. They understand who can touch an infant. In primate groups, babies are not always handled only by mothers. Trusted group members may carry them, protect them, comfort them. This is called shared care. Humans are built from the same logic. So if a troop lives near calm researchers for years, something strange can happen. The human becomes a familiar edge figure, not family, not troop, but known, predictable, safe near infants. If a baby is injured, moving toward that human may feel less impossible than we think, because the brain is not asking, is this a human? It is asking, has this individual behaved like a safe adult before? That is the key. Animals are not voting on our species. They are judging individuals. This should humble us, because the animal kingdom does not owe us trust. We have hunted, trapped, poisoned, burned, captured, destroyed, and displaced. To many wild populations, humans do not mean help. Humans mean death. In those places, mothers do not bring babies forward. They hide them deeper. They flee sooner. They teach fear harder. The baby-bringing pattern appears where the ledger is different, where humans have moved gently enough, long enough, consistently enough, for animals to notice. This is why the phenomenon is not just cute. It is a report card. A wild animal approaching with a baby says something about the relationship in that place. It says the fear is not absolute. It says memory has room for mercy. It says some human actions have entered the survival map as helpful. But this trust is fragile. Ancient humans knew how quickly trust breaks. One betrayal could start a feud. One stolen child could create generations of fear. One poisoned waterhole could ruin a valley. Animals are no different. A single cruel act can teach a whole group. A gunshot, a trap, a kick, a chase, a bad rescue, a careless crowd. Trust that took years to form can vanish in minutes. That is why these moments matter. They are not just emotional accidents. They are rare openings in the ancient wall between species. For most of life on Earth, every species protects its young from every other species. That is the rule. Hide the nest, guard the den, move the calf, carry the kitten, bite the stranger, run from the shadow. But sometimes the rule bends. A dolphin pushes a calf toward a boat. A cat drops kittens at a door. A bird brings a chick near a familiar yard. An elephant waits beside a wounded baby. A dog places puppies in human hands. Each moment asks the same prehistoric question, are you danger or are you help? And the answer is not spoken. It is remembered. It is built from every past movement, every quiet voice, every lowered hand, every rescue, every meal. Every time a human chose not to harm. So why do animals bring their babies to humans? The shallow answer is trust. The deeper answer is survival memory. They bring babies because some humans have become part of their emergency world, because our hands can solve problems their bodies cannot, because our strange caregiving instincts leak across species lines, because social animals remember who helped, because mothers under pressure make impossible choices, because across thousands of small encounters, some of us have earned a place in the safe map. Not all humans. Not always, not everywhere, but sometimes. Enough times to matter, and maybe that is the most ancient part of all. Long before civilization, our ancestors survived by being watched, by prey, by predators, by scavengers, by birds in trees, by wolves near firelight. Every creature studied us. Every creature asked what kind of animal we were. We are still being studied. Every day. By the cat at the alley, the crow on the wire, the dolphin beside the boat, the elephant near the fence, and when the crisis comes, when a baby is hurt, and the world turns dangerous, one of those animals may search its memory and make the oldest calculation on Earth. The human is risky, but the human might help. Then it steps forward, and for a moment, across the huge distance between species, the ancient war pauses. A mother brings her baby to the monster with gentle hands, and the monster gets one chance to prove what kind of creature it really is.